Hi there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about CloudFormation errors, what kind of errors we face, and how to resolve or troubleshoot those errors easily. So I will start with some basic ones. So the very first thing that we most commonly that we face is the delete stack. So these, whenever you get this kind of error, this means maybe this particular resource is being utilized somewhere, or like let's say example of S3 bucket. So in the S3 bucket, there is certain content is there, and you're trying to delete that bucket. So it won't be able to, you won't be able to delete that particular one. Or maybe there are certain EC2 instance is there, some security group needs to be deleted. So these kind of things are there that need to be checked first before deleting the stack. Let's I'll show you some very small example. Let's say I'm creating a stack. Let's take it a create a template in a designer. So next, oops. Okay, so you can see over here. So I will just go down. Let's take a S3 bucket. Okay, so this is our S3 bucket, and we can define the properties and all. You can define the deletion policy and all those things. So I'm not defining all those things, just let it be by default. Okay, let's define some name over here. Let's define some property that is bucket name. So let it be S3 cloud error, something like that. You can define anything, then you can just refresh the diagram in order to see whether any error is there or not. So nothing is there. So we can just create a stack. So next, enter the stack name is 3 demo. The rest you can keep it as it is. You can see the permissions are there. Again, I'm telling I'm using the root user, but if you're using some other user, make it sure you have the permissions to create a bucket. So if you don't have the permissions, you won't be able to create the bucket. So IAM permissions are damn necessary in order to create any resources, delete any resources. So any underlying services that you want to use it, make sure you have the permissions. Okay, so this is creating. So we'll just go to our S3. and we will check whether our bucket is being created or not. I should have opened a new tab. Anyways, we can just mention over here. Okay, so something is wrong over here. You can see uh, the demo. There is something wrong with let's say the reason. Deactivated last drift and all. Okay, I think I have the same bucket name or something. Let me check. Front. Nope. Okay, let's put some unique name. So you can check the events also. What happened? The following resources failed to create requested by the user. Encountered unsupported property bucket name. So you can see the spelling mistakes are there. So that's why we were not able to create. Anyway, so we will go back over here. So it has deleted the resource. So you can see, uh, you can, looking at this events, what is happening and what status and all, you can reason and all, you can easily modify your stack. So I will just go back to this one, stacks, stack action. So we can drift, we do not do, you can just watch my previous video. You can check, and even we can, okay, we delete this one. Let's create a new one, no issues. Create a stack, create in designer, create in designer. Okay, S3 bucket properties. So I'll just put some unique name. S3 all lowercase. Mm, Cloud.js 121 demo. So you can just refresh and then let's create this one. Okay, S3 demo cloud. Okay, we can just refresh over here. You can see the events S3. So you can see the resources over here. You can click on this and you can get your resource. Okay, so you can see creation has been completed. So I'll just go to my bucket over here. You can see this is, oops, need to refresh. Okay, so now we have this bucket over here. So I'll just upload something. Let's say I will add some files over here. Let's say, okay, let's put my passport. Okay, upload. Now I'll go back to this one and I will delete this one. So you can see it has started the delete in progress. Let's see what happens. So you can see the events over here. You can see delete failed because it is having some, you tried, it's not empty. So these are the kinds of errors you will be getting. So even somebody in EC2 instance, if somebody has enabled the delete termination, and also you won't be able to delete that EC2 instance. So you'll be getting this kind of errors. Mostly the permission errors or deletion, you don't have the access, or it is being utilized, or some lock is being placed. So these kind of errors you will be getting. So you can troubleshoot easily. So the best thing, you just read the events that are happening and which resources are being used. Sometimes we have like nested stack is there. So we need to, if the inner one is failing, so it won't go create the next one. So inner one gets successfully created, then only you can um, create those resources. So we have certain like parameters also, we cannot delete a resource or rerun the deletion again and again. So we need to specify the parameters for that. So make it sure if in this CloudFormation stack, if the delete termination is on. So while creating, just watch my previous videos on CloudFormation, in which I have discussed about these things like delete termination, termination protection is enabled for your stack, and drift and all what changes are being made. So it is very nice video. Just have a look onto that videos, how we then we can easily understand this terms basically. So another kind of things like this is like deleting the stack, you will get errors. There can be some dependency errors also there. So when we talk about the dependency errors, like one resource is that is depending upon the another in a template. So let's say there is if if you create elastic IP, okay, and there is a VPC within an internet gateway in the same stack. The elastic IP will be depending upon the internet gateway attachment. So that's like they are like depending upon each other. So without which it cannot proceed the creation of the stack. So similar kind of things we can also have like passing CIDR values in case of those IPs. We can define like the escape sequence, like when we are defining defining the IP like 10.0.0.1/24, and somebody has put like this. So then also it will create some issues. So input parameters can be issues over here. And the most important one, like insufficient. mm, you have insufficient IAM permissions. So whenever you create the user, so you can see over here, if you go to the IAM, I'm using a root user. And whenever you are creating a stack, it gives you, you want to create a new role or already existing role, you can also attach it. So there is one video I have made it on this IEM, just have a look on it. So you will get an idea like what kind of users and all. So you can see users, you can define, and you can see this is my CLI user. Or you can just, if you're giving access to this only one resource, you can see S3 bucket user. So you can see what are the permission it is having. It is having only this one policy name, and you can see the groups to which it belongs. So there is no user groups defined, just only one permissions are given. You can add some more permissions, create inline policies and all. So everything you can do it from here. So you can see. So these are the different permissions. So you can see you can have the different groups to which you want to add. So you can see this group, software professional, it is having easy to full access and all, and super admin is also there. So this is how you can just add the permissions from here. Then only you can, the user will be able to create a stack. Maybe the permission is given to create a stack. And like normally we give restricted permissions. We don't give the full permissions. So if the user is having a create stack, they won't be able, like there might be some permissions like they are not able to delete a stack. So it totally depends upon your permissions. So you need to clearly go through the events that is happening, and the event in the events you can easily understand what is going on. So no need of like looking here and there what's why it is happening, why this kind of error is coming and all. So you can just have a look into deep look into this events that are happening. Okay. So if I just delete the item from the S3 bucket, it will be deleting the stack. So let me go here. I think S3. I forgot the name. Let me check over here. Okay, this one. Let's go to this bucket over here. It's already open over here. So we can just delete this item from here. Delete. We need to choose this option. Okay. Now if I go to my stack over here, so again, if I try to delete, you can see I don't want to. This is optional, so I don't need of checking this one. So it keeps a like a retain option. So I don't want to retain this. So now you just refresh this one. You can see deletion complete. So along with the timestamp it is showing you. So user initiate this progress, delete in progress, delete complete. So all the things are coming over here. So we need not to worry. And what resources, if it's a nested stack, you can just have a look what kind of resources were there, if any output parameters or template if we are using. So this is my template that I'm using. Okay, just one S3 bucket only my resources. Okay, so next talking about after the IAM permission, there will be some property types. Just now you saw, I deleted the bucket. I just put the property as a bucket name. There were some spelling mistakes. So there can be lots of properties like access control, bucket name. Then we have tags, website configuration, login configuration, lifecycle, course configuration, bucket encryption. Lots of values are there. So we need, if they are invalid, so it won't be able to create a stack. Okay, so make it sure you define the properties and those properties exist. For that, even some properties are region specific, so you also make to sure that it is available in that region. And there is another thing you have something called quota exceeded. So sometimes you get this kind of errors like your quota has been exceeded. Like normally in case of like demand AC2 demand instance, you have a maximum quota of 5. After the 5, it starts giving the error like, okay, the status has failed and all. So we can just check that what are the different quotas are being defined to you to create those particular resources. Another next thing is like nested stacks. So in the nested stacks, whenever the cleanup progress starts, or if inner ones are not deleted and all, it will just roll back. So make it sure if it is failing, it will just roll back the whole complete process. So it also check for the dependencies between the nested stacks. So it doesn't starts like cleaning up like the outer ones first or whatever in sequence. No, it is like we have the nested stacks, then it roll backs if it has not been cleaned up or deleted or it fails. So it cancels all basically all the operation, whatever state of the stack it is. So these are the things. So these are the basic things like how you can troubleshoot various kind of errors. So mostly just focus upon the dependencies and permissions, the most important, and what are the properties are being defined. So these are the key things that you should take care in the cloud formation stack. So I hope it give you like a basic knowledge how to troubleshoot the different errors in cloud formation, this cloud formation template. So I hope you like my video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.